Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Manual. Now, as you can see, I've got myself some decent iron armour. I've got myself an iron sword. Got myself some iron picks. Got myself loads of iron tools and they're great. However, iron isn't the best. The best is diamonds. And that's what we want to do today. I want to go off and see if I can find some diamonds. But before I do any of that, what I'm going to do is quickly scoot around all of this mineshaft because I've not been around it yet, and I'm gonna get as much iron and as much coal and everything else, the resources that are in here. I'm gonna get that first, get it all smelted up, and then we'll make our way down to diamond level. Sounds really exciting, doesn't it? And don't forget, at the end of the video, go over and see how Avo's doing in his diamond hunt. I'm sure he's having a lot of fun. Right, I've done a fair bit of mining now. Sorry, a fair bit of investigating these tunnels, and I've got quite a bit of coal and quite a bit of iron, as you can see. So much so that I've actually started to run out of space in my inventory. Now, a little trick to give yourself a little bit more space, as far as coal is concerned anyway, is to turn it all into blocks of coal. And you do this just by lobbing down a crafting bench. I'll make a little area here and then I'll do a bit of smelting before I'm going to go down there and investigate that. You never know what might be down there. So if I dig a little hole out here, make myself a crafting bench, make myself 3 furnaces, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to make 5 of them. Why not? It's not as if I'm short of a bit of stone. And then crafting bench. If I fill all of the slots in my crafting table with coal, and you can't do this by clicking, you know, you can't shift click into your crafting table, which is really annoying. I can't understand why you can't do it, but you can't do it. So you have to put it in manually. If you put in all of your coal into your crafting bench like that, and then shift click, it makes you a block of coal. There you go. So I've got 33 blocks of coal. So that's, instead of now having 5 stacks in my inventory, I've now only got the 1, which is ideal. And also, one good thing about coal, and you have to be careful doing it, is a block of coal will smelt 80 items. Now, bearing in mind that a bucket of lava will smelt 100, but lava isn't stackable. Okay, so if you were to put 1 bucket of lava in that furnace, that's all you can put in there, just 1 bucket of lava. Coal, on the other hand, is stackable in the 64s. So I could stick in a stack of coal in the furnace and it would smelt amazingly for 14 hours, or just over 14 hours, which is just ridiculous, really. But you've got to be careful. As I mentioned, and I've mentioned this before, 1 block of coal will smelt out 80 things. But if you only put in 1 item, if I would have just put in 1 log, it would smelt that one. It would turn that 1 log into charcoal, and then it would just waste the rest of that coal. So don't go using coal or lava unless you've got loads and loads of stuff to smelt. I'm a bit nervous because I can hear spiders everywhere. Now, bearing in mind that a 9 coal on its own will only smelt 72 items, the block of coal is a little bit more efficient. And because we've got 110 blocks of iron, if I lob that in there now, you see it's disappeared. So that now will burn until it runs out. But it will burn, it will turn the 64 iron ore into iron ingots, which is great. If we lob the coal in there, I'm actually going to make some coal again. I'm not going to use it all as blocks. And then stick that in there. Then you can split it down. The more furnaces you've got, the more efficient it is, really. So I'm going to let that cook, and then maybe I'll investigate where those spiders are coming from. Sounds like they're above me. Should I really go poking around? Should I? They're above me, aren't they? The problem with digging and digging straight up and straight down is a bit of a cardinal sin, really. But if I were to dig straight up like this, and I go through into a cave that's got loads of zombies in it, or creepers or skellies, they'll just fall straight down and they'll just eat me. So really digging up is not a sensible thing to do. So I'm not going to do it. Right, I'll see you back here when this stuff's been cooked. Okay, so this is nearly all done. Actually, it is all done. So we'll leave that there for a second. What I want to do then is just pop down here and have a look at... Look at that up there. All of that floating gravel. Update those blocks around the floating gravel. It's all going to fall down. But you knew that. So I'm going to have a quick shufty down here. Got to be dead careful. Can't break stone with a stake either, Frills. I don't know what you're playing at. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. A lot of people will just empty water onto the lava, turning it all into obsidian, which is all well and good, but let me get down to the level and I can explain my butt. So we're down on the level of the lava now. If we press F3, we can look at the level that we're on. The Y level that we're on is Y11. Now diamonds will spawn anywhere below level 16, but they're more predominant between level 5 and level 12. But it's more dangerous because lava lakes, as you can see, start at level 11. So if I were to dig down, if I were to go branch mining lower down than level 11, I could quite easily dig straight into the side of one of these bad boys, which is not great. But it does mean that I do cut down on the amount of diamonds I potentially could find by quite a lot. So yes, I could just throw a bucket of water down there, and I've got a bucket of water. I could cover this, turn it into obsidian, and then just move on. But what if there's diamonds under there? Level 11, you know, that's all the way down to level 5. So we've got 6 potential levels under there where diamonds might be. So what I'm going to do is grab my gravel, and I'm going to start filling this up with gravel, and then I'm going to dig it out, because obviously once you've filled it up with gravel, you're going to replace the lava. And then if I dig out the lava, hopefully what's left is going to be, you know, stone and hopefully diamonds. It's risky, definitely. Can't deny that. But risk and reward. I know this is riveting, dead exciting, I know it is. So now I'm out of gravel, so what I need to do now is dig it back out again. So I need to sort of dig it back up. Now, yes, I am going to turn a few of these into back into flint. And you've got to be careful. Don't go digging. If I dig through that wall there, this will fall down. It'll fill up with lava, tears, and everything. So do be careful when you're doing this. But it could potentially be quite rewarding. Oh, look what I found! I'm sorry. Oh, I did. That's brilliant. That is fantastic. You see, I wouldn't have found that if I'd have covered the top with obsidian. That would have been lost forever. But it's not now because I found it. Oh, that's phenomenal. Right, we found some diamonds. That's really great. That's really great. I've not even gone looking that far. I'm going to fill this up with a little bit more gravel now, because I really don't want this gravel coming down on me. Oh, oh! Actually, I was going to say I've struck gold then, but I've not struck gold. I've struck diamonds, but I think you get my gist. Oh, you see, you've got to be careful. Didn't realise there was any under there. Build up. Right, so you can hear it bubbling everywhere. I still need to fill in a little bit more. What we need to do is we need to dig around the diamonds. What I don't want to be doing is digging a diamond and it falling straight into some lava, which potentially could be underneath it. So what you need to do is just dig around the diamonds. And obviously at this level, you need to be careful that you don't dig through a wall straight into some more lava. Look, I'm down at bedrock. Right, so those ones are okay to get, aren't they? Diamonds! Brilliant. Yeah. Safe enough. It's phenomenal. They're okay, aren't they? That's brilliant. And I'm really, really happy about that. So we've not even really gone mining properly yet. Okay, I've run out of gravel and I can't do any more, and I'm not going to go. Oh, not going to go and find any more gravel just to do this. But you get my crikey, you get my drift. That sometimes, if you're prepared to put a little bit of work in, you will get rewarded, and we've been rewarded royally. So I'm going to grab this little bit of iron, then I'm going to make my way back up to the top, back up to the shaft, and then I'll probably go back to where we came down and just dig that straight down, and then we'll do a little bit of branch mining. And I'll show you the technique I tend to use to branch mine. Okay, so I've made it safely back to the bottom of the staircase, so I'm just going to dig down here now until we reach level 8. So we've made it down to level 18 and we've come across lapis. Lapis is wonderful. I want a bit of gold. You see, if you find an ore, dig around it, you might find some different ores. Like this. So lapis is great because you need it to enchant and you need it to make, well, it's one of the things you can make blue dye out of. Although you can make blue dye out of plants, some flowers now, but you need lapis to enchant things, and we'll talk about enchanting later. But it also gives you lots of XP. So if you find any, then mine it. And also the same as with coal, if you were to put that into a crafting bench, you can turn it. In fact, I'll do it while we're here just to show you. Crafting bench. See, you can make blue dye out of it. That's now appeared in your recipe book. But you can also make, there it is, you can make lapis lazuli blocks. So fill your crafting table with lapis, you'll make a lapis block. And they look really nice, actually. They're really nice to build with. It's a lovely looking block. It looks a little bit different in your texture pack. Remember, I've got a texture pack on. But it just means that you can carry more lapis lazuli in your inventory. Oh, and by the same token, you can do exactly the same with redstone as well. If you fill up your crafting table with redstone dust, you can make a redstone block. Now I've run out of inventory space trying to show you all of that. What don't I need? I don't need that for the time being. Right. I'll see you a little bit further down. So we've made it all the way down to level 8, and I think I'm going to start mining, doing all of my mining at level 8, because that way I can get most of the stuff down to level 5, but I also can dig above my tunnels to get up to level 16. So we'll start here. I'm going to dig myself a little base camp area to put a couple of furnaces, maybe put down a few chests. When you're starting your mine for the first time, it's always a good idea to make yourself a little base camp. And that way, and put some chests down. And that way, if you do happen to stumble into lava and die, you've got all of your goodies, hopefully, stored away in your chests. So as you can hear, there's lava all around us now. And because lava lakes, as I mentioned, lava lakes start at level 11, we could potentially dig straight into the side of a lava lake. So this could be a very short trip. And if we do, then there's only one thing we can, or there's only a couple of things we can do. We can stop, or we can try and fill the lava lake up with gravel or obsidian, and then or work our way around it. But as I've already mentioned, I do think this is a better way to do it, because you've got more. Potentially you could get more diamonds. So let's put a little bit of light in there and there. So I'm going to start digging this way. Now, as a rule, I'll dig a 3-high tunnel, and then we'll be able to see everything around the tunnel. Normally, if there is anything below level 8, you should be able to see it. I mean, again, you could miss it. You could go down to level 7 if you wanted to. But I'm gonna stick at 8. So now you just have to dig a tunnel. And every so often, when it gets a little bit dark, stick a torch on the wall. And hopefully it won't be too long before we bump into something. Now, you've noticed I've left these here. And I've left those in just so I could dig some tunnels, and then I'll come back afterwards and I'll start reclaiming all of the goodies. But I just want to concentrate on one thing at a time. And at the moment I'm concentrating on digging tunnels. And when you're putting torches down, don't put torches on top of ore that you're going to come back and remove later. It's pointless. Okay, put it next to it. So I've dug a little bit down there, and then I just remembered I've dug this out, and I haven't put down my chests or anything, have I? So let me put down my crafting bench, which I've left up there. So I'm just going to make another one and make myself some chests. And I don't know, we've made chests before, so you know how to do it. And then we'll do that, that, and that. Now, if you crouch, and you've just seen me put 3 little chests next to each other instead of a double chest, and there's no real reason to do that. I just wanted to show you that it can be done. Let me throw that away again. So if I were to put that next to it and do nothing else, it would snap together and I'd have a double chest, which is fine. But if I want 2 single chests, then I just have to crouch and then look at the block next to it. If I crouch and look at the side of that block, I'll turn that into a double chest. If I crouch and look at the side of that block, I'll turn that into a double chest. If I crouch and look at any of those blocks, I'll put a single chest in the middle. Need one of those there just in case. I think I'll save a few of these blocks. I'm going to stick down a couple of furnaces. Everything I don't need, and now I can carry on. Well, we've been really unlucky with this tunnel. Actually, I was expecting us to get a few diamonds, considering that we managed to get ourselves some diamonds just by filling in some lava. I really thought we'd have a bit more joy. Clearly not. So I'm going to call it here for the end of this tunnel. So I just want to dig through a few blocks. And then I can go and start digging the tunnel back again. We just dig down that way a few blocks and this way a few blocks. Now, you could start tunneling back down that block there. But you've already seen these blocks on this side. So there's no point in doing tunneling down there, okay? So you could start tunneling down there. And that way you'll see everything that's on this side, everything that's at the bottom, everything that's on that side, everything that's at the top. And then this tunnel will let you see everything on this side. So you won't miss anything. But as a rule, ore doesn't spawn in only one column, in only sort of one block. There's usually more than one block. So it's possible for you to start digging down this branch here. And if there's an ore in the middle, there will also be ore on one side or the other. And that means that you should be able to see it. There's a chance, it's a slim chance, but there's a chance that you might get 4 diamond ore right in the middle and you won't see them because you've mined your branch down this way and you've missed it in the middle. There's a chance, but it's a slim chance. And also it's going to save you no end of iron picks. If you were to dig, you know, a run every couple and then a run every couple and then a run every couple, you will go through your iron picks quite quickly. So I'm going to run back down the end here. And jumping and running actually means that you run faster. I don't know whether you knew that. If you shift and jump at the same time, you do travel quicker than just sprinting. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start digging down here and hopefully we'll find some more. Okay, I'm digging my 3rd branch and I can hear zombies. So that means that somewhere around here there's a cavity, some kind of hollow. Now, whether that's a cave or a crevasse or, you know, it could be anything really, but it's worth investigating because if there's a big cave, potentially it will expose a lot of, you know, it could expose an area where there are diamonds and you won't have to dig. It's near water. Sound like it's coming from above me? Oh, there it is. And we've got stuff in there. Excellent. All right, shield out. Hello, mate. Got my shield out. Don't even have my sword ready. Having a bit of trouble walking, mate? Never mind, eh? So this could have been a lot better, but in fairness, it's not that bad. Because we've got all of this lovely ore, and we don't have to dig through loads and loads of rock to get it. It was worth coming to look. Finally! Finally! Okay, that's brilliant. So we found some diamonds. Nice little cluster of them. Well, how many do you think are there? Have a guess. Oh! Oh! We're only going to run out of iron picks. Isn't that iron pick? Don't you think? 3 of them should be okay to get us going, shouldn't it? While I'm here, I'll just throw some of this Rubbish away. Remember, shift and double click. Fill your chest up. Some... Don't... See, if I put 4 in there, I'd waste that coal. I'm going to turn that back into normal coal, so I don't waste any. Oh, it's a lovely one. I can't hear any lava, so I should be okay, but just good practice to dig all the way around it. And then you definitely know that you're not going to lose any to lava. Beautiful. So I think we'll call it a day for today then, everybody. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to pop over and see how Avo's doing in his little diamond hunt. And if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth with my diamonds, and I'm out of here.